I make her read a little better now.
Told you to make you look smarter.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Hey, today we're talking Trump's Iran-Israel war. We're also talking the new anchor at Fox 13 and his welcome to Memphis. And we're also talking Dwight Howard, baby mama, and his wife. So don't go anywhere. Hit that subscribe button. We'll be right back. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. You're watching the fastest growing and the award.
Come on.
Best in Black.
Come on. Get it
visual
out.
podcast in the Memphis market. Let's go.
Yeah.
Come on, Q. Look at Q with the sound.
He cutting up over there. Look at him.
Hey, man, y'all give it up for my lovely co-host. That's Angelica Jelly Woods in the building.
Hey, y'all, it's Friday.
Yeah, she's in here straight out of Germantown, right?
Really?
Angelica got a baby, so and babies who go to school, they always germy. So Angelica's germy.
I'm pretty sure Kojak the one here talking about some Angelica. You got some allergy medicine.
Oh wow!
I said, allergies. People always want to say some allergies and sinuses, but okay.
Man, you ain't gonna talk about my DJ. That's my
DJ.
Kojak. Let's go, DJ Kojak.
Appreciate that, Q.
Q doing the thing,
that.
man.
Has he paid you for them scratches? He owed you from last week.
Hey, scratch it up.
Oh, he gonna stay on you.
DJ Kojak, let's see.
Okay, all right.
Oh man, we got a special guest in the building.
Yes.
She got to put up with the madness. I don't know if
another woman. We are balanced all month long. Okay, not that I need any help being balanced with you two, but okay.
Kojak, y'all know you're the worst wingman in America.
Trash. You did a trash sound. Trash.
We showed that we need the wonk sound on it because Kojak is the America's worst wingman. Don't ever take him with you.
I don't know. I think because he got these new glasses.
Yeah,
Like I am really hopeful. I think he's gonna show up in like this whole new persona. He got a lot to say. I'm excited about it. I love them.
I definitely do.
Okay?
Yeah, he does look studious. Though.
I know. He's real smart.
Yeah, it only took him about 8 years to get out of Lemoyne, but he got out.
Yeah.
8 years ago.
Yeah, y'all give it up for Anicia Washington.
Come on. You clap for yourself.
Yeah, speaking of 8 years to get out of Lemoyne, Anicia Washington, she is the owner of Washington's Learning Solutions.
Yes.
Kojak could have used you in them 8 years. Where were you?
He could probably still use it.
I was cooking.
You was cooking, right? Let her cook.
She's ready now.
Right, that's right.
Too funny.
Yeah, man. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We're honored to have you.
Yes.
We're gonna be talking about some stuff, right? Everything ties back to learning, though.
It does. Now, yeah, you're right. Right.
Everything. Hey, shout out to Torres Dixon who's watching the show. All the other people that is watching.
That's my classmate.
That's your classmate.
THS. What it is?
Okay, he needed.
Is that North? That's North, right?
No. He was top of the class.
Oh, he was top of the class.
Yeah.
It probably wasn't that hard. I mean, what was it compared to?
Okay, all the Trades and Bears, y'all.
I'm sorry, y'all from North Memphis too. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't trying to be like that reporter.
Frazier, man.
Is it North? Yeah.
It's Frazier, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Please, I ain't trying to get roasted and all that. Like, okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I know Parkinson ready to clip. He gonna clip it tonight on Give Petty.
Yeah, clip that. Right. Yeah, and there's the great debate. You ask, is this North Memphis? Is Tresvant in North Memphis? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's further north than what Memphis calls North Memphis. Right. So
God.
Geographical north. So we have this debate all the time, right? But North, there you go.
Am I saying right? North. I got it right.
You're right. Shout out to Dorothy Mae Williamson watching all the way from Kansas City. What's happening?
Okay, in the Midwest. Okay, now.
Y'all make sure y'all hit that share button. You know, those of you that are watching, and make sure you comment because we got a lot of interesting topics that we're going to talk about. But let's start here.
I'm scared.
We got a new anchor in the Memphis community,
y'all.
right? He came all the way here from. He's originally from Ohio, right?
Midwest.
Ohio.
Hey, Rob. I'm from the Midwest.
Yeah, shout out to Rob Sneed with your funeral director looking ass. But you know,
dang, I did text him too.
Yeah. I talked to him. He's a cool cat.
Okay,
really,
but don't believe me on red though. See, I was trying to help you. We don't do that.
Oh, he left you on red?
He did.
Yeah.
There's another way you can see if somebody read your text message by iPhone. I'm gonna tell y'all ladies to see.
Yeah, that's why we Android Nation over here. I ain't iPhone get too much information, man. Right. But look, Rob Sneed, who is the new anchor at Fox 13, he got his blessing into Memphis yesterday or the day before yesterday, and it was interesting because I woke up at 4:30 in the morning and
they were still going.
This post was at the top of my news feed, and Rob said, "Look, Granny, I'm on TV." Bad idea, Rob. I think we got a little video. Q, run that video.
Yeah, that made my heart.
Memphis, I'm ready for y'all. Oh my. Why didn't you tell me I was going to get jumped in? Okay, Memphis, that's enough. Is it over yet?
If you ever need a reminder of why Memphis, Tennessee is the funniest place on earth, my boy Rob C got a job at Fox 13. He posted about it on Facebook. So my grandma, look, I'm on TV. Welcome to Memphis. Everybody welcome me to Memphis. And they welcomed his ass, all right. They welcomed his ass like he was at a Memphis City School lunch table. He sat down as a new student, and they proceeded to barbecue, cook, hibachi him all throughout the comments. At least 10,000 comments. They called that man South Memphis Miguel, Kawhi Leonard looking ass, book from All About the Benjamins. Man, look, Memphis, Tennessee, I love you so much, man. Look, this is why. This is one of the reasons why I will never turn on this city, because nobody loves you. Nobody will congratulate your ass on the job, then cook you at the same time. Memphis, Tennessee, never change. Welcome to the city, Rob. I promise you, it's all love. It's all love. He even commented back to some people in the comments, but man, it's all love, man. Shout out Memphis, Tennessee, man. The most beautiful place in the world. Never change.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Welcome, right, Kojak? That's how they do.
Welcome to Memphis.
Hey, look, you better. Hey, one thing about Memphis, you will learn to check back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they.
Anissa, you be checking back.
Absolutely.
You do. I can't imagine you checking nobody.
So you be checking folks.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love that.
Don't let this light voice and degrees fool you.
Oh, don't let them letters. Don't let them letters behind her name fool you.
You have to. That's love from Memphis.
It is.
You don't give it like that, they don't receive it.
It is. You're actually right, because you can be out and try to holler at a girl, right? And she high side, just kind of dish you, man, ignore you, whatever. But as soon as you check her,
She relaxed.
and she laughed. You in? You can phone number,
What
Instagram,
in the world?
this, that, another. Oh yeah, that's
Q,
love
you
language.
believe that?
Right.
That is the love language.
Yeah.
in
He just
Memphis,
nervous to
checking folks.
respond. I know why.
Yep. Angela, you didn't get checked?
No, I've never been checked.
You ain't never. Oh, Angela, I
No, but I'm saying so what's the rules? I know it's your looking on.
No, it's different styles.
Okay, thank you. Let's break that.
You got
Okay.
the looking at, right?
Okay,
right.
yeah, you know.
And then you got the slick snide chick, like you might have some outfit on, and they be like, "Hey man, you got your Easter suit on, right? You got
Sunday
your church
best
suit, you got your
on.
Sunday best on, right?
Absolutely.
Right. Look, Anisha look like
you clean, ain't it?
Right, yeah, right. You clean, ain't it? Right.
Petty. I can do the petty check. I can.
You for Mad Rags.
Yeah.
Oh, Mad Rags, you should be our sponsor. See, let me comment for you.
My daughter Tia, she a manager of Mad Rag. She gonna be looking out. Hey, man, look, shout out to Rob Sneed. He did pull up with his Timu suit on.
Not you saying
that little bitty tie, man.
Yeah.
This little raincoat, y'all. I was like, nah, y'all gonna run them off.
Baton belt right there.
Yeah.
Got it from 3rd Street. Hey, shout out to Dr.
Chinatown.
Sweet Starks. I see you, babe. What's happening? And Cynthia Perkins from Fox 13. I see you, Cynthia.
Hey,
Hey, make
Cynthia.
sure Rob get on here so he can see what's happening here.
Tag.
I'm gonna leave me on red.
Right. Tell Rob he's supposed to be on the show. We need him come on the show so he can introduce himself to Memphis.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
The
so
right
we need to
way.
pull up.
That's too funny.
Hey, I do want to talk about some stuff on a little bit more serious note. This Iran-Israel war that's going on, Trump's war, right? That's going on, man. It's a lot. Oh my God, it's crazy. And it's interesting. There are. Did you know that there were people that were placing bets on when the first bomb would drop? And
Wow.
That's how callous this world is now, right? And I didn't pull the video for this, but I do want to mention this so I don't forget it. The preliminary investigation into who bombed the girls' school in Iran is showing that the United States of America dropped that bomb on that girls' school, killing almost 200 people.
How did I miss this?
Children.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on. It's a lot to keep up with, right? And I don't even advise people to watch and follow this stuff, right? Because it will keep you up. It will literally keep you up at night.
That's a lot.
Our tax dollars going to providing Israel with what they're saying is, I want to say it is either $57 billion per day.
And we can't
Per day now to fund this war in Iran. And they cut back on people that needed food stamps. They're cutting back on they push people out of their insurance, this, that, and other. There's no money for stuff that people need, but we got $57 billion per day to send over to Israel to blow up babies. Right. And that's sickening to me. But I think we got a little video or Q, run that video on the Iran-Israel war.
I am so confused. The national Target boycott did not end. So why are all these out? I am so confused.
Forgot about Target boycott.
My bad, Q. I think that's the wrong video. We're going to come back to that. But Q, see if you can see it without jumping around. Because I thought we pulled something in. Did we not pull them in?
Yeah, this will happen when I stay in the back too long.
We'll go to a commercial and we'll come back to these videos. Hold on. Let's go to a commercial real quick.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Baby, some things need to be left in 2025. New year, new me, again. Be honest. How many times have you said that? January feels powerful. February feels familiar. You swear this year's different. Same goals, same promises, same people pulling on you. Listen, you don't fail because you lack discipline. You fail because you're trying to become new while still carrying everything old. Your life is already full. Here's the shift nobody tells you. Don't add another goal this year. Remove one thing. That's it. Just one. Is it him? Is it that friend? A relative? An obligation you've outgrown? When you remove what doesn't belong, the drama dries up, your energy comes back, and clarity shows up without you forcing it. I did it. You can too. If 2026 is your year for breakthrough, comment 2026, and I'll share with you how I was able to start clearing my life of the unneeded junk that was weighing me down.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
all right, y'all, we got our life together over here. Yeah, like we were saying, this war is costing us a lot of money, right? There's a lot of money being sent over to Israel, and money being spent through the Pentagon, right? And they're saying this budget has been unlike any other budget. Also, Iran has a strategy that they're using. They are actually hitting their neighboring states, right, such as UAE. They're hitting Dubai. They're hitting, some of the other areas, and they're closing the Strait of Hormuz, which is where 20% of the world's oil comes through. Last report. Yeah, they got a strategy, man. And here's what I want to say this before we go to the video. Iran is using these drones it's a missile in the middle with wings, right? And they're drones. A lot of times the drones can fly undetected. That's one thing. Another thing is America, when America and Israel, when they are trying to knock the drones out of the air, the equipment that they are using is costing millions of dollars for each shot that is fired at a drone. Absolutely. And to the point that it is said, allegedly, that President Trump is calling on Vladimir Zelensky in Ukraine to help train them on how to fight these drones.
So you entering a war you wasn't even ready for.
Man, wasn't even ready for. I think we got video Q running first video.
Ready for it.
We have some breaking news. Just moments ago, Iran's new supreme leader released his first public statement since being appointed. He said the Strait of Hormuz will remain closed and Iran will use it as leverage. He also said that Iran's attacks on its Arab neighbors will continue and that avenging the blood of your martyrs, in his words, will be a top priority, referring to that school attack that killed at least 175 people, many of them children. The supreme leader also suggested other fronts could be activated. This is according to a translation by the Associated Press. Unclear what he means by other fronts, but there is certainly concern about sleeper cell attacks elsewhere in the world. Joe, we should note this message was delivered off camera.
I was going to ask, any proof of life here?
I mean, it's his words, but it's delivered off camera, and there's been speculation that he was injured. U.S. officials believe that he was injured in that initial wave of attacks. Not clear how badly. No one has seen him since. But certainly, there's nothing in these remarks that suggests any sort of de-escalation. In fact, seemingly girding for a long war.
And there's more. So part of the strategy for Iran is also to hit the AI centers and the data centers, right? And disrupt, energy, number one. And disrupt the AI
I hope my husband watching the show right now.
And to also hit infrastructure. And it is now being reported that they are expecting attacks on mainland USA through sleeper cells, right? I think we got another video. Q, run that video, and we're going to come to your question, Anicia, all right?
Yes, sir.
We've confirmed some terrible and tragic news. A preliminary report by the Pentagon has found that it was a U.S. airstrike that hit a school in Iran on the first day of the U.S. attacks. That strike killed 175 people, according to Iranian officials. Most of them were school children. It was an elementary school, and many of them were younger than the age of 12. It's just a preliminary report. The White House responded to a question I sent them and said that the investigation is still ongoing. But this does appear to be a mistake by American targeting officers who decide where bombs should be dropped. The building, which is now a school, was part of an Iranian military base. It's right next to it. But in the last several years, this one building, a wall was built that separated the building that was turned into a school from the rest of the base. This is New York Times reporting. Satellite photos show that there was a playground built around the school. There were areas of asphalt that were painted over like a sports field. And on the walls of this building that became a school were painted pink and blue. Tragically and unfortunately, and this is what investigators have to find out, military targeters didn't look again at the school at more recent photos, apparently, and this bombing was carried out. We'll keep digging on the story to find out what went wrong, but this is one of the single worst incidents of the United States, unintentionally it appears, but still the United States killing civilians in decades.
Oh, he's so disrespectful.
Yeah. What would you say, Coach Jack?
I said when he talk, he's so disrespectful.
I don't care.
Who you talking
about? Trump.
Okay. Yeah.
He wasn't. Was you sure? You look like you wasn't sure.
Yeah. You know, but honestly, man, this, that is shameful, right? That here we are supposed to be supposed to be the greatest superpower, that has ever existed on Earth, right? The greatest empire that has ever existed on Earth.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, right? And they still killed 200 little girls and adults in this school.
Yeah.
Right. And it's interesting too, right? Here's something else to think about.
Before you get to interesting, I think Anicia had a question.
Okay.
You got to jump in because you ain't gonna get in.
But this is along those lines of the superpowers.
Okay.
I got a note here to go to Anicia.
Okay.
I want you to think about this though. So we've been in a Cold War, right? So everybody that's watching, a Cold War is a war where everybody's just talking shit about how big and bad they are. But nobody's firing any weapons, right?
They're writing checks.
Right.
Writing checks.
Well, that too. They're writing checks and they're talking about, you bet not because I'll do this. So that's been USA, Russia, China, North Korea talk shit, right? And
don't do China, please.
And and others. However,
leave China alone.
They've never had to actually fire those weapons.
Cash the check.
Right, cash now. And if you look at what is happening between Russia and Ukraine, Russia has been exposed, and what the pundits were saying, war should have been over in 3 days.
Yeah.
Right? And that war is still going on. What were we, 4 years in now? 3 or 4 years in now? And so Russia has been exposed. And Ukraine basically, Russia wrote a check that their ass couldn't cash, right?
U.S. is too right now.
And U.S. we're in this thing that what they said. Remember they were Trump said the day before yesterday that the dude was trying to negotiate, and they said in their language. That's a lying ML.
Did he blame it on somebody else, the vice president or something like that? Why they went into war? The reason why they went into war? Have y'all seen that?
Man, it's been a bunch of different reasons.
I'm gonna find it. Not the clip. I'm gonna show you. He blamed it on somebody else.
Anicia, you had a question. Then we're gonna go to the Profit. Profit.
Yes, as long as you put the PR in there. Thank you.
Yeah, public relations.
I'm still going to say release the files.
Okay.
I wholeheartedly, but I do know that you have a military background. And so my question to you is, well, first of all, let me preface by saying we are very much aware that there are plans set in place 10, 20, 30 years before it's even brought up to our attention. So is this a possibility that this is a strategic, this war in Iran versus the U.S.? Is this a strategic move to move the power from Iran, from having the strait where the oil goes through, to divert it in another direction where other people can be profitable? It's
highly possible. I'll tell you this, and this is a fact, and I think it's researchable that when we went into Iraq under false pretenses, right? And remember, the gas prices skyrocketed when we went into Iraq. Remember, it was being reported that the Iraqis were setting the oil wells on fire, right? Remember that?
I remember that.
Remember? Okay. But the Iraqis were saying they were setting the oil wells on fire because the oil was being looted. It was being stolen, right? And so, and I remember seeing this, unless my head unless I was just, dreaming it or whatever. But there was a report, if I'm not mistaken, it was on CNN, where you could see the oil tankers lined up as far out into the ocean as you can see, and miles wide next to each other as they were putting that oil in and taking that oil out. Now, remember, watch this. Now, y'all remember in this time, right, that the oil prices went up, and they were saying oil prices going up because there's a shortage, and no, we can't account for where the oil is going from Iraq, right? But at that next year or that same year, BP, and some of the other oil companies, they reported record profits. Remember that?
Yeah. It's always about the money.
It's a cold game, man. And you know, and I think that the attack on Venezuela was directly tied to this, because in order to have a backup supply and pipeline of oil for when the Strait of Hormuz is closed, or is is harder to get that oil out on the other side of the country. But yeah, but either way, Americans lose lives because of rich men's games or rich men's attempt to seize more. There was, I don't know if a lot of people remember or know about, if you're a history person, the Dole Wars or the Banana Wars, right? That was so that the Dole Company could have control of the banana industry. Yeah. It was about, it's always rich man's game. And if you look at history, every single war has been about money, right? Even going back to the Revolutionary War, they were talking about taxing, right? Rich folks, there's always been a rich person war. Rich folks were getting taxed by England for staples, sugar, tea, coffee, such and such, those things. But it was poor folks that were dumping it into the harbor as if they had access to it. They didn't even have access to it.
Absolutely.
And then when the Revolutionary War happened, poor folks were on the front lines. Fast forward to the Civil War, right? Folks were fighting to keep slavery intact. And in the Confederate States and the Confederate Congress, they started passing laws saying, if you're a slave owner and you got 1 to 5 slaves, your firstborn doesn't have to go to the war, because somebody got to stay home and keep up with the slaves. And if you have 6 to 10 slaves, your secondborn didn't have to go. So here again, the rich folks were staying back while the poor folks were being drafted and sent to the front lines.
The poor people are always paying the price. We always pay the price.
Period. Same thing, Vietnam War. Same thing with the Gulf War. Same thing today. And Trump, they're starting to spread the word that there's a possibility that Trump may bring the draft back.
Oh yeah. Did y'all see?
Wait a minute. He's a draft dodger. Remember?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Remember?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Spurs.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a felon. I mean, who cares? I mean, he's a felon. I mean, he's done. He's a felon. But I remember the video I shared of the girl from Memphis that went viral, who showed. You know what I'm talking about?
Got that money.
Which one?
Who got the money?
Yeah.
You didn't see. He don't listen. But I want to make this very
She got
clear.
like $8,000.
But it makes me sad because she was showing out the money. See, can you get his face? Because he always talking about, did y'all check the messenger? Did you check the messenger? I literally don't hide, come back. Because y'all, this girl went viral. I felt sorry for her. She was like showing the perks because, before Trump, people were enlisting. It was an option. Maybe it could tie back to learning. They didn't do well in school. It was just something option instead of having a job. They signed up for the Marines or the whatever. But now they're having to go. You gotta. They ain't no more. You know what I mean? So the girl, she's a young girl from Memphis, and she went viral because she was like putting the money in her arm from her thing, her house, showing her life, and she nervous, like she's getting sent off to wherever they're sending them off to. But they were bashing her line behind that by a lot of people that signed up thinking they didn't really have to go to war.
And this stuff is real because it's already been 12 U.S. servicemen that have died. There was a plane crash. They're saying it's a plane crash allegedly.
Probably more than that.
A fueling plane. So it was an Air Force plane that went down, and I think it's 6 people out of that crew that has died also. I want to send a shout out Glory Mitchell. Make sure that's Kim folk all the way in Port Arthur, Texas. Stacy Denise, good to see you. Make sure y'all hit the share button. And so Prophet.
I have no
you forgot.
No, I haven't forgot. I don't forget what God tell me, please, because He doesn't let you forget it. He brings it back to your remembrance. But it's not for everybody. But this is what I'm going to say. I believe the grid's going to go out, and you need to be prepared. Grid.
Grizzlies?
Grid. Now they might too. I ain't got nothing to do with me, but that wasn't part of my prophecy.
Lord say that?
No, that wasn't the word. But I do believe something's gonna be, the grid's gonna go out. We're going to be inconvenienced for a while. That could be electricity. It can be an attack on it could be a cyber attack. Think about it. They don't even know how to shoot no drones out the sky. They ain't ready for no cyber. They shut down this Wi-Fi and everything and how our systems are set up.
Shut down that AI. Everybody.
Thank you. Think about how electricity. Think about you guys. Think about the smart meters that run our buildings. I
didn't choose a smart meter, but go ahead.
Yeah, but think about it. There was a whole thing where they're trying to do smart meters where you can just shut them off electronically. Why wouldn't they do that? What you gonna do?
Yeah.
How you gonna cook your food? How you gonna?
Hey, one thing about Memphis is gonna survive. They're gonna pull them grills out anyway.
But how many people know how to start a fire? Kojak, you know how to start a fire? You don't know how to make a fire?
Yeah, I was in Cub Scouts.
Yeah.
They taught us all that.
Cub Scouts or Boy Scouts?
Oh,
it's Cub Scout first.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Where
Cub
you been?
Scouts.
A Cub Scout?
It's a Cub. before
Okay, did you go next? Did you go next? Did you go after Cub Scout? Okay, now how long ago was
What
that?
did you achieve, Kojak, in your Cub Scout?
Oh, man, I had everything.
Oh, okay.
My whole shirt was filled up.
It was filled up.
You not do first aid?
I achieved my wolf pack.
Oh, I got the wolf pack. I had the wolf.
You had the wolf?
I had the wolf.
You had the wolf?
Yeah.
You still remember the salute? Go to Kojak. Let me see.
Oh my God, this is embarrassing.
Leave wolf pack forever.
Oh, so they don't remember the salute.
I need. They probably don't not do. Okay, were you Girl Scouts?
Something like that.
I think I was actually 10
Kojak didn't even.
10 years old.
They don't know how to do no first aid.
I
No,
remember-
Parkinson know how to do first aid because
That's
he
when
was
I got my
firefighter.
first knife.
But I mean, you can see the concern here though, because so many people chat GPT like how to tie their shoes. You can imagine with not having technology, what's going to happen for a generation.
You're
Our
gonna be in
generation
demand.
got basic skills.
She already in demand.
Yeah.
They just don't know it.
They don't have the basic skills to survive.
Yeah, we need to talk about that too when we come back. But before we walk out, I just want to also lay this out there that Trump is eyeballing Cuba now. You know, for a possible takeover. And last report I read was that the Cuba leadership was in conversation with the Trump administration, but I'm sure to Russia's high objections, because Russia and Cuba were locked in with each other, but Cuba is suffering. Cubans in Cuba are suffering. So yeah, look, y'all don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we're going to talk about, talk to Anicia about what's going on and what'll happen if the lights go out and nobody has Chat GPT and they go dumb. So don't go anywhere. Hit that subscribe button. We'll be right back. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Oh my God, have you guys heard about this book? It literally says, stop praying for more when you're still full of shit. One of my close girlfriends sent it to me. I was offended for about 3 seconds, and then I realized it was talking about me. She said the book helped her get unstuck. I'm like, unstuck from what? She said none of her prayers were being answered, but after doing only one of the things that she read in the book, stuff started happening. It explains why nothing new can come into your life when your life is clogged up because you're holding on to old shit, basically. Now she's doing all the steps in the book, and I ain't gonna lie, her life is different. Girl, I wish I would have read it when she did. This book is not playing. Damn. Comment book if you want me to forward you the link.
Recruiting our cattle farmers.
We are back.
Are we back? You're supposed to sweep. What happened to the sweep? Oh yeah. Oh no.
You acting like LeConte and them now.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
No, Josh. Josh.
Channeling Josh, right?
Did I tell you I seen Josh last weekend?
No, you didn't tell us you seen Josh.
I'm gonna send y'all a picture. I'm gonna send a picture. He did a wedding for me last weekend.
Top secret agent 99.
Yeah, I was gonna say something rude. I ain't gonna say it online. I ain't gonna do it some online.
Josh, you need to pull up, man. Come see us, man. Come see us, homie. Yeah, welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. You're watching the fastest growing
yes.
Come on. And this is why.
Lord.
Yeah, man. Look, we also, I want to make sure before we come, let me introduce my people first. Angelica, y'all give it up for Angelica.
Y'all all right.
Yeah, and give it up for my Kojak, my DJ. That's my DJ.
Yeah, your Kojak, your DJ. Okay.
I'm talking about Q.
Yeah.
Q.
Yeah. Also, we got a special guest in the building, and it is the one and only Anicia Washington.
Yeah.
The guy
I got a question before, do they call you Niecy?
Absolutely not.
I'm sorry.
What's your nickname?
He gonna give you a nickname.
Anise.
Anise.
No Nene?
Oh my gosh.
Come on, man. What part of town you from?
I'm from Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh, you had to be a Nene at least.
yeah.
Come on. Nah,
He said Nene. He gonna give you.
Need to get in this house, man.
Right.
He's just absolutely.
I mean, it was a niece. Like if I heard my mom saying a niece, I was in trouble. So I got in trouble so much that it's a niece.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. You used to embarrass the hell out of us, right? Me and my brother Drag, we'd be out there,
You and Drag,
on the football
Lord.
field.
Oh, Lord.
There was a vacant lot. We called it the field, right? Port Arthur, Texas. Shout out to all of the folks that had made history on the field, right? Some of them got maimed, some of them got scored touchdowns. But if you came from the field, you were an athlete, right? So we'd be out there playing football on the field, and my mom found a cowbell at a garage sale.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, and so she said, when y'all hear this bell, y'all need to come back to the house.
A bell, a cowboy, a cowbell.
So my mom would ring the bell on the doorstep, and we'd be like this.
Move.
Look, it would get our attention. We'd take off running because, man, we got our ass beat one time when we ignored the bell, right? So we got conditioned to a damn bell. That's bad.
I'm gonna get a bell for the next show. Can we get a bell
I tell you, because I graduated from Mississippi State, I have like 5 cowbells sitting at home.
Wow.
What?
So I'll be teaching him a cowbell.
Can you give me one?
I wish for you, for him.
I'm
That's trauma.
using that.
That's one of his aces.
That's aces, right?
I'm
She
using
might
it
start
right now.
running towards Port Arthur, Texas.
And so the
Trigger him. He triggered me all the time. It's so funny.
So Anicia, so you're from Jackson, Mississippi. You're an educational specialist, right? And founder of Washington Learning Solutions, right? And it is an academic support organization dedicated to what, Angelica?
A lot.
Failed. Okay, it's dedicated to helping students become successful, confident, and capable learners.
That's so sad. Not him reading my notes. Not him reading my notes.
Hey, you nailed it. You nailed it.
Thank you, man, because I studied, man. I studied before I come on the show.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure about the prophetess over here.
Put the PR in. Make sure you put the PR in there. Thank you.
Right.
You have a special place because you pronounced my name correctly.
Well, thank you. I was taught on.
Oh, Lord, now.
I went to Catholic school my first 4 years, right? And so then they taught hooked on phonics. And so, Angelica, that's why I don't sound like a cowboy or Westerner.
He saw us. Do I sound like I'm a Westerner? Like a white. Okay, now this turn real left, like the white cowboy Westerners.
Oh yeah, like you.
You think I do?
Settler.
He always said,
crickets.
Okay, I remember that.
I don't know what they sound like. You sound like yourself.
You watched the Western before, haven't you? You never watched the Western?
That's my story.
Oh, okay.
She's trying to say I sound like a Westerner. It's okay. But how long have you been in Memphis, and how long has Washington Learning Solutions been around?
I landed in Memphis about 12 years ago. Okay. And what was the second question?
And how long has Washington Learning Solutions been around?
I started Washington Learning Solutions officially March 1st of 2025. So we've made it a year.
Just a year. When it was last month? Okay. And what was the reason? No, tell us, what is Washington Learning Solutions? Let's not assume everybody knows what that is.
So Washington Learning Solutions, or WLS Memphis, we are a group of individuals who have come together to provide intensive academic support one-on-one for children who need it. And we just believe in whatever it takes. So we take different research-based processes and we do it from a forensics perspective, and that's a different term used in education now. I started it. What we believe is strong pattern recognition. You have to have pattern recognition skills to look at the child, analyze what it is that he or she needs in order to create a path for success for them. Very clearly laid out, highly repetitive, but they get on their an upper trajectory. That's what we do.
That's good. What patterns have you recognized with this motley crew over here?
With this one with the hat on.
If I had to say,
I'm scared. What is it? She's been with me the most of the day all day, so I'm nervous. But he said,
I know. So you're funny. You're hilarious.
Thank you.
And so that's kind of a sign of what we were trained to know, that was the humorous one in the classroom, what they call the class clown.
I can see that.
Would be probably maybe some ADHD.
Oh, he definitely.
Spot on.
Where the bell? The yes bell.
Yeah. Get it.
Yeah, she knows what you're talking about.
Okay.
And intellectually gifted.
Okay.
Yeah, but
he like you now. Now you do.
I don't do diagnosis.
Yeah, but you just did it. You right though. You spot on, right? Yeah.
What about Kojak?
Kojak, I would want to bring him more out of his shell. He's more reserved than you all are, but when he comes out, he's out. So we want to give him some support in knowing how to be more assertive and, give you those communication skills.
Do you feel seen?
Yeah,
you came out
come out my shell.
Come on out.
I'm sick of it. Now, some things gonna change around here.
There we go. What is needed needs to come. I know. Be clear, because he gonna clip you. He gonna clip you right there. Okay. What about me?
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
It's not fair because we've had a discussion. You can share for yourself.
I want to hear your diagnosis, not her version.
Not mine. Yeah. Okay.
She gonna spice it up.
I have no diagnosis for her.
Dang, I like it. This is how you be. This is how you be an amen support corner. What's mine? Which was my diagnosis? What is it?
She perfect, huh?
Yeah, she's probably pure heart.
Thank you. I am. I'm a little. My husband calls me Mother Teresa, so he does. He thinks I'm too nice. So I do agree.
And that's why we
don't look at me, Coach.
See, thank you. But no, what she is talking about, and I told you this, Parkinson, because we spoke about her previously. I had a learning disability.
Right. What do you mean had?
I don't have one no more. Well, maybe I do. I don't know. I think sometimes maybe I do.
Yeah, I think things don't never go away. You just got to work on it. Just keep.
You gonna let me say what it is before he clip me and say I got a disability?
I mean, I'm not knocking your disability, so let me be clear. Don't
learning disability, but I think a lot of people have, and we had this good conversation about it when I was young. Reading and comprehending.
Right.
So you know how you would read something, Q, and you be like, you just be reading, and you don't know what you're reading. You just reading
the words, right?
Yeah, but not comprehending what you're reading.
Right.
And we talked about, like, she just heard me explaining what that was.
The mic, he gonna get you.
And being able to have that imagery, or it's like having a movie in your mind's eye. Everybody doesn't have that because that's a dual process where you're decoding and you're understanding what you're reading. Those are two different functions that come along at the same time. And she realized, like, I didn't have imagery at that time.
What part of the brain creates the imagery, and what part of the brain?
Men don't have it.
We got imagery. Shit.
Now, what do we talk about when we talked about storytelling? We talked about storytelling, but isn't it harder for men to be storytellers? Well, but not liars. Liars and storytellers are different. Okay. All right, liars. Okay, that's a different story. What about storytellers? Why everybody fanning now?
Because it's hot as shit in here because you turned the fan on. I'm sorry. Speaking of storytellers, if you haven't this book, right? Hey, it's some great stories in here. It's a great segue for Stop Praying for
a lot of storytelling.
Yeah, please get it. Please get it.
It's a good book. It's a good book.
We're gonna get it.
No, but we're gonna go. Oh Lord, can we go back? I'm gonna be serious though. She has an awesome story of why she is supporting, why she quit. She's a teacher, correct? For how many years?
I have 23 years in education.
Oh, really? Where did you teach?
All over.
Memphis and Shelby County schools?
Briefly.
Okay, what school?
I was, when I initially landed here, I was at Cordova Elementary.
Oh, okay.
And then Cape Bond.
Okay, all up in my district.
A little time at Peabody.
Did you have, when you were at Cape Bond, were you there with the principal that was from Arkansas? White guy? Nope. You weren't there? I had to roast him one time, but okay. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
He said you could see
Peabody, so you was recently just at Peabody?
No.
Okay.
20. You went to Peabody?
You went to Peabody?
My grandbaby supposed to be going to Peabody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like that.
I'm not putting.
I'm starting to know the smile after a couple hours. Okay.
I was just saying.
What should I be telling them?
I challenge every parent, regardless. There's nothing wrong with Peabody, Southwind, whomever, wherever. You make sure you have you are aware of what your child needs. And so we offer learning progress evaluations where parents can come in and get a battery of testing where we don't diagnose, but we tell you the path your child is on and make recommendations for you for your child, so you can go in with knowledge and understanding for yourself about your child.
Wow,
that's interesting. So how many children are being misdiagnosed?
Not diagnosed at all.
Majority. And I say that, and not stepping on toes, as I spoke with the group earlier, we have to come from a place of grace because the ability to develop teachers has been taken away, and it's been pressed upon to use more technology more so than the understanding of humans. And so because that has been taken back, the people don't have the tools that they need to make sure the kids get what they need.
Give a visual example of what that looks like. And Jamel Russell said hi to you.
Hey, love.
Hey,
Jamel.
Hey, Jamel. Make sure you hit that share button, Jamel.
Follow.
I've known her since college.
All right, that's what's up. Yeah, so give us a visual example of what that looks like. Walk us through a scenario of how that looks.
I can tell you something I've shared with Angelica. My first year teaching, I had a student who was the class clown. So much so that his mother came to the school with a stick
That's a lot of mamas
to beat him in the classroom.
Right.
I had to shield the other children,
Catch him slipping.
but he had trauma where he had lost his brother that year. To gang violence, and he also couldn't read.
And apparently trauma in the home, apparently.
Absolutely. And in his school, because we were still allowed to paddle.
Yeah.
So that was long ago. But what that looked like for him is task avoidance. And I remind teachers now, I teach them that nobody is coming to school or anybody is showing up in life trying to be a poor representation of themselves.
You're so right about
You
that
have
shit.
to meet them where they are.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
so because I've had so many trainings and years of understanding with kids, I can pick up those patterns.
Yeah.
And so what it looks like for George may not have looked like for Sarah. But it may be dyslexia, which he was dyslexic. And I didn't learn that until starting school for dyslexia therapy in 2014. And I felt horrible. I told Angelica once I found out what dyslexia was and how that presented in the classroom, I looked up that young man, and he is serving 25 years to life.
My goodness.
That's sad.
For robbery
My goodness.
and murder.
My goodness.
And so had I had what I needed to intervene for that young man, his life's trajectory would be somewhere different. And so what I do is for safety for all of us. And I'm not going to back down.
That's incredible.
I know. Think about all the
That
people
is
that's in
incredible.
prison. Just
That's incredible. And that is something that honestly is something that needs to be shared with the state of Tennessee.
Yes, let's just do it.
Exactly.
And we're currently working on that. I am the president of ALTA, Tennessee, or Academic Language Therapy Association, and or what we call dyslexia therapists. And we are in collaboration with other stakeholders amongst the state to reach out to legislatures, and we're currently revising the law for them through our perspectives and help the state of Tennessee pull its residents Mississippi up, because Mississippi has moved from the 50th. They're from the bottom.
I know.
So now they're 10th.
What about Tennessee? Is it
Well, 10th in the nation in what now? Let's make sure we get that clear, because it ain't like they 10th. No, they ain't 10th in literacy. They might be the 10th fastest growing. They now hold up now. Now this I know.
I know. I know.
Look. And here's the thing. I serve on the education committee, right? And until they kicked me off, and the year they kicked me off, they had, I forgot the sister's name. She does a lot of consulting with Mississippi education. But they were up there getting instruction, or Mississippi was the fastest growing. That was 2 years ago, right? And fastest growing. There's a difference, right? And Tennessee, we put that spin on us too.
Yeah.
We're the fastest growing. That means you can't go nowhere further down, right?
Yeah.
And Tennessee is ranked. Last time I checked, we were ranked 36th, I think, somewhere in that space. You agree with that? In literacy, no?
What about
somewhere?
level?
But we were 47th in the amount of money that was invested in students.
Okay, you know, it's all these coffin queues is really they like these coffin queues really staged and on time.
Right.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, Hey, I'm saying, if we call God, we can't call. We get a knife.
Yep. I gotta be nice.
Scratch my throat in here.
My concern here in Tennessee, and really nationwide, it became a literacy crisis when they realized that non-melanated individuals, regardless of their socioeconomic status, especially the rich non-melanated people, could
Non-melanated. Okay.
And so it's frustrating.
White folks.
Yeah, thank you. Non-melanated.
White folks couldn't read.
When they realized that their
for you.
children were not receiving quality services, there was such a push. But then our children, black or brown, have been struggling for centuries.
Yeah. You know, so it's interesting because, you know, you talk about all the, state takeover of schools and all of this stuff, whether you're on the side of that or not. I can tell you this, state of Tennessee is horrible in education. They are, and I'll give you an example. Let me qualify it for the folks. Don't come for me.
They come because I don't like you talk saying them words.
Right, you ain't lying. All the Paganites, don't come for me.
Lord, make sure you clip that.
So Memphis and Shelby County schools reading proficiency was 30.5%. That's 1 out of every 3 child being proficient in reading, which is horrible.
Oh, wow.
Right?
I had to think about that.
But the state of Tennessee's reading proficiency
ASD
was 36. No, I'm talking about the state,
Just the state.
including the ASD, was 36.5%.
He's right.
Right. So you got an F minus sitting beside an F minus, right? And so that's why I say they sunk $2 billion in the ASD failure. Though every one of those schools, with the exception of 2, went further backwards than the school that they took over.
I remember those times.
And then after 12 years, I think it is, started 2011. Oh Lord, it started 2011, and it stopped in last year. It's stopping now, as a matter of fact. So was it 14 years? 14 years of failure. That means that they put a whole class of people out, that are probably in the same situation that your friend was in, and they sunk $2 billion into this, and because of political egos would not stop it. And we had another model, the iZone, which was the same setup, right? School turnaround model that was actually performing, but because it was under Memphis and Shelby County schools, they would not shift the resources to keep it going.
Wow. Well, at that time, I landed here in 2013.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
And so I remember going across those schools, providing gifted services and things ad hoc to the charters and things. And I learned very quickly that, or what I perceived, allegedly, it was just a money grab.
Oh yeah, and they were selling kids. They were selling literal. No, they were literally selling kids.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I called it, because what was happening is these out-of-state charters were coming in, grabbing these schools, the biggest ones they can get, because they were receiving $10,500 per child. So I called it the new slave trade, and Governor Haslam hated when I said that. He was like, "Touche, please. No, don't call it the slave. It's because we're not." I said, "Governor Haslam, y'all made a commodity out of black and brown and poor children."
No, it's just black and brown, because the data during that time, I sat with a young man who did do the data for the state. Cannot name his name, but I know East Tennessee data is just as low, if not lower than ours.
It is.
But why aren't charter schools being pushed there?
Right. And even today, no matter how bad you say Memphis and Shelby County schools is, there are 40 other districts that perform worse than Memphis and Shelby County schools in Tennessee right now.
I have a question then. So, there's so much money and initiatives around mental health awareness, mental health or providing services. This might need to put some extra money into providing more educational services. If I don't know even there's a way to prove it, how many people that's repeated offenders are serving prison sentences or XYZ, aggressive and all this stuff that just need the right tools to learn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it splits some of that mental health. I don't know who we need to say it to.
So
mental health money.
They actually do know that. That's
They
why
do-
they
you
know.
say do know that?
Yes.
Absolutely. They build prison beds based on 4th grade reading test scores.
Whoa.
Now,
How did this
so
is
they're
sad.
very much aware of if we don't do this here, the outcome is going to be that.
But do they get taught educational services just like a part of rehabilitation or back into society? You know what I'm talking about? Just like they're trying to push money, say, okay, let's make sure these people who have mental illness still can receive the same medicines outside, the same services outside that they receive inside the prison. That's what I'm saying.
Let me qualify it for you.
That don't make sense. Sorry.
So that's a good question to ask. What happens is this: number one, and I had a warden who then became the commissioner of the Department of Corrections to tell me this: 72% of the inmate population is on mental health meds. Number one, how would you like to be the 28% that's not, and you're in the prison with them, right? Secondly, when they release them back into the world, right? They say, I asked, how much of a supply of the mental health meds are you giving the former inmate when they come back into the world? They said 31 days. I said, what happens on day 32?
Release.
They said, well, we want the community organizations to step up and this, that, and other. And so that's why you will see people acting out, returning right back into the prison population, the recidivism, right? And when we now remember, when we tried to expand Medicaid and they refused it, even after we had already paid for it, right? That would have helped a lot of those individuals to continue to receive the medical attention, mental health attention, or medical stuff that they needed. But our friends across the aisle with their infinite wisdom said but they didn't say because, but we know it's because, that it was driven by President Obama. We're not going to do that in Tennessee over their dead bodies.
But I can say that I'm always going to see the positive. All of this has given us an opportunity to collect data and start making data-driven decisions. And you can make those decisions for yourself. Like the International Dyslexia Association, they have come out with the reality of the long-term effects that it's having on people who are dyslexic, who are not receiving the services that they need to be successful. So that's in the law, like there. So, well, not in Tennessee yet. We're working on that, but we have a clear definition. We know what it takes, and we put those supports in, and we want earlier intervention because the earlier we catch it, the less it is. And to your point about the penal system, it is not rehabilitative. It is set up like free labor. That's the point of it. Because it's a capitalistic society without any type of barriers or any type of
And the same thing with this immigration deal, right? The goal is not to ship them out of the country. They're not going out of the country now. They're going to new facilities that are set up by the same people that run the for-private prison.
And they weren't getting, and we have to be honest, crime has come down. Nobody's being honest about that. So they're not.
I'm being honest about it.
You are. Thank you. The beds are not filling up. And so they're not getting enough money.
You're right. Bodies
to use for free labor.
Right.
I have a question real quick. I want to go back. How often? Yeah.
I'm nervous. The glasses.
He's become more studious.
I know. Excuse me. I'm nervous.
Trying to tell you, man. What the glasses?
How often is the diagnosis? I heard you said you was talking about you could have caught it early. How often do we diagnose ADHD and just give them pills instead of being detailed on that diagnosis?
So I'm going to be transparent with you. I'm not going to make up data. I don't know what it is for ADHD, but they are comorbidities when it comes to dyslexia. And I can tell you in the Black community, and dyslexia is not often diagnosed. It is not. We're the main ones should be out there up there in Nashville screaming about the changes in the early screenings and the universal screenings and the multi-sensory dyslexia specific interventions that are needed to get these children ahead, because it's really affecting our kids. It's our kids that are being arrested and pushed through the system.
We need to hear
now
more
make sure you
about
step a little close to your mic, but let me ask you, this is something that we have not done. What is dyslexia? dyslexia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is like the new definition. I need my notes. I mean, they just came out in October 2025. But the major shifts is we know that a part of it is neurobiological. They are born that way, the brain. And we have also learned that it could also be environmental influences. And environmental, I mean, not quality instruction. If I'm not giving you the phonological or phonemic awareness, if I'm not, which is reading, like rhyming and being able to manipulate sounds to letters and stuff like that, if they can't do that early on, if we don't recognize that the longer it takes them to speak, the longer it's going to be harder for them to read. We also understand now with the definition that, okay, they're born that way and it's environmental, it's inherited. And we are also looking at how the effects are going, like taking care of it now so that it doesn't happen long term. So their mental health. Right. So we're looking at that now. It is in the International Dyslexia Association, new definition. And so we're looking at a child from a holistic perspective and not just a data point.
So it's saying that dyslexia is that you can't read or you read them the words or numbers backwards. I'm just saying, what's it? Yeah, what's
so
that?
Just a basic term. Okay, so when you went
into the.
We need to hear that.
Healing. We went to healing, child.
So I mean, I want to say in layman's terms is that, but it's not. Dyslexia is a language-based disorder. A child is not necessarily seeing letters a specific way. You know, they do have language directional confusion, where they don't understand left from right. And so we have to repeatedly teach them, you know, my beforehand is my left hand, my afterhand is my right hand, and we're connecting what they see to what they say and to what they do. See, say, do.
Wait a minute.
Consistently.
How would a child know which hand is the beforehand, which hand is the?
So we teach them that.
Okay. So here's a story. You know, first of all,
here we go.
First of all, I am University of Southern Cal alum.
He always got to get credit. Always got to get some credit. So,
but I went there for Head Start, not for college.
Thank you.
Okay. Now I'm left-handed, and back then in the 70s, they were trying to make us write with our right hand.
Yeah.
And I wrote perfect letters with my right hand, but they were all facing the opposite direction.
Correct.
Was I dyslexic?
No, you were a left-handed child in a right-handed world.
Oh,
and so we have adjusted that, and we don't allow children who are where we should not. I don't. I know how to teach. I teach cursive. That's a big thing.
Take that out. I don't know how they don't even teach
cursive.
cursive.
In the dyslexia world, we're really big on cursive because the letters don't look the same. The P doesn't look like a B, and a B doesn't look like a D in cursive. There's the visual discrimination there, but we teach them with our left hand. We know how to teach them cursive so they can see the world from a left hand perspective. So no, I don't picture from that caveat that you would be considered.
Do you feel seen right now?
I do feel seen.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, I'm left-handed too.
You left-handed too? We run this. Obama was left-handed. Nephew, you know how to write in cursive?
I do.
He's from Iowa. Of course, he knows how to write in cursive. We have a good educational system.
Do you know how to write in cursive?
Yes. Absolutely. Yes. What makes you stand out? How do you have a signature without writing in cursive? It's so weird. Like, what is your signature? What is your?
I've adopted a doctor's signature. Mine is just
God, that's some scribble mess.
That's me all day.
Yeah, that made it easy.
Scribble mess.
My grandson, my daughter kept telling him, yeah, he left-handed. And I sat and watched him, and he would pick up the ball, I'd throw a ball, everything with his right hand.
I do that too.
So I but
you're not a good example.
When I told her, I said, put the pen in his right hand. He wrote perfect.
He's ambidextrous.
So no, she told him.
She told him he was left.
He was left-handed. She told him he was left-handed. I'm like, hold on, how you know he left-handed?
I do need to finish one last thing, and I'll leave you alone.
Take your time.
Because I did not give further clarification about dyslexia. That is also having a problem with word reading. You'll see them not being able to fluently read. it may take it's laborious. It takes them a long time to read, and reading comprehension as well. Like you'll see
a little dyslexia in me.
I can't say that because I would have to see the other parts of.
Can I get tested as an adult?
Absolutely.
Here, we're gonna test you right now.
Oh my God, because I'm trying to tell you something. Can I say something when you're saying this? When I write, I can look at a number. I'm being serious, Parkinson, okay? I'm having a moment.
We want to test you right now.
Can you test me live? Like, she's like, oh, Lord. But no, when I write numbers, okay, so let's say if I see a number, like I can repeat it and whatever. Even when I write it down, I'm still going to write a set of numbers the other way. Does that make me dyslexic?
No, I'm not going. I cannot.
I know we're gonna get this back.
Diagnose her ass.
He gonna make it.
No,
ADHD.
So that's what we talked about, the imagery, and you needing that repetition because you may not truly be saying it accurately in your mind's eye.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Okay.
Man,
How can they access your services?
I'm learning a lot.
Hey, y'all, all of her services are free. I'm just kidding.
Right.
I'm just joking.
She needs support for her services. You can support a child. So if you know somebody who may need it.
Yeah, that'd be a difference maker.
What do you start? What age do you start?
We start at age 5.
5. They gotta be 5.
5 for testing with that's so you can get the learning progression evaluation. And you start at 5, and those with the full battery up to 12 standardized tests. And then we go from 5 up into adulthood. We see adults as well.
You can go, Kojak.
You should talk to Goodwill Excel Center.
Oh yeah.
Have you had conversations with them?
I've not, but I have a fellow Rotarian who's actually there.
Okay, you should talk to them, and also, with all of the money that goes into the third grade learning, there's a lot of from the state. There's a lot of opportunity there also.
So it's funny you should say that because I'm working on a grant to get teachers trained here because I recognize patterns. And one of the dyslexia therapy programs is called Take Flight, but it's also speech based. So it teaches them the position of the tongue and things like that. So my goal is to get a cadre of, because I was told in certain parts of this town, speech therapists won't come to serve children. So it's this particular part in East Memphis. I am working on a grant to get teachers, interventionists in that area trained with Take Flight so they can be the support that those kids need in the meantime until they can get more speech paths in that area.
Okay, that's good. The word of the day is cadre. So I know what it means, but this is old folks, man.
Come on up.
Yeah. Hey, listen, how can they contact you? What's the best way?
This her test.
Yeah.
You can contact me. I am on Facebook. It's Washington Learning Solutions. Instagram, WLS Memphis. Or you can go to our website at WLSMemphis.com. And we have an inquiry form or a contact form where you can reach out to me and I'll call you.
Capturing them leads, huh?
Absolutely.
Right, that's right.
And how do people
handles
pay?
the marketing?
None other than Angela.
Taylor Communications, thank you. You see the shade? Is that being checked? Is that called being
Hey, she got juice. She put you on the show, didn't she?
Yeah.
She did. Hey, look, y'all make sure y'all
contact was hiring
Washington.
Anisia's Washington. We gotta start. Your niece coming in here.
Right. Oh Lord, have mercy.
And my twin, Anisia, I don't know if I told you I got a twin.
Right.
Somebody, so you probably scared her.
Hey, I do want to drop this before we go to the next segment, man. Cinnamon been hitting us in the comments talking about asking his nephew there. And so I don't know if we should answer that truthfully or not. But anyway, look, y'all don't go anywhere. Make sure you hit. Oh, look who's here. Look
got a special guest.
Yeah, make sure.
Come on,
get on. She ain't okay. Gotcha. She acting brand new. Okay,
she ain't take no nap test.
Okay, that's all right. Hey, look, y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. We'll be right back. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Don't just wish for a better.
Baby, some things need to be left in 2025. New year, new me, again. Be honest. How many times have you said that? January feels powerful. February feels familiar. You swear this year's different. Same goals, same promises, same people pulling on you. Listen, you don't fail because you lack discipline. You fail because you're trying to become new while still carrying everything old. Your life is already full. Here's the shift nobody tells you. Don't add another goal this year. Remove one thing. That's it. Just one. Is it him? Is it that friend? A relative? An obligation you've outgrown? When you remove what doesn't belong, the drama dries up, your energy comes back, and clarity shows up without you forcing it. I did it. You can too. If 2026 is your year for breakthrough, comment 2026, and I'll share with you how I was able to start clearing my life of the unneeded junk that was weighing me down.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Welcome back to the
that part
Antonio
of
Parkinson. Let me do that again because Angelica, I'm finna say her
He's stupid.
We ain't getting that part, Angela. Hey, welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. You're watching the fastest growing visual podcast in the Memphis market. Let's go. We got visitors in the building.
My duty buddy.
Man, hey, DJ Kojak. Cinnamon been asking that where nephew was. I think nephew been dodging Cinnamon, man. He ain't even trying to get on the show today.
Yeah, what's going on?
He's like, he's shaking his head.
Cinnamon done gave him something, a little side been aching, been out the hospital. I don't know.
You all right?
Look at him, he's limping and everything.
Nephew, we need to run a battery of tests on you. You good over there? You good to go?
Look at his eye. One eye up, the other one down.
Nephew been been at
the Memphis Blues.
All right, just trying to tell you, man. Yeah, so look, man. Hey, DJ Kodak, what's this thing going on with Dwight Howard, man?
Oh my God!
Right,
Dwight Howard, his wife, and his baby mama, all of them they cutting up, man. But the wife cutting up first. But it's cool because he ran down there and went ahead and filed for divorce. But let's talk about the baby mama first. I think we got a little footage.
Well, we got the wife first. I think
we got the wife. Royce.
Yeah. What did let's go. It's the baby mama. I got them mixed up.
This is what happened. This is what people problem is.
Lord.
He used to date Royce. I don't know if they were baby mama. I don't know if they were married, but I'm baby mama. Yeah. And she warned everybody about his behaviors. Sometimes, you be in those new little relationships and, the man try to blame, like, no, she crazy. That ain't me. It was her fault, that kind of thing. That was not the case. When they got together with the current wife, what's her name, Coach? Okay, I try to get.
Dang.
Okay. What's the current wife name?
That man.
Okay, well,
this is his story.
Thank you. The current wife, she tried to tell him, like, y'all, be careful. He's not mentally there. Something's wrong. But she's like, nah, you just hating because he didn't want you, and you just bitter. You need to let go and stop putting his name, stop talking bad about him. But she ended up going through what the girl tried to warn him about. You talking about Sugar being in the show?
I'm tripping over her looking at herself on the TV.
Oh, she loves looking at herself.
Right. That is too funny. That is hilarious.
But yes.
So we got footage of Amber.
Oh, you got
so
you better come through.
Which one is Amber?
Amber,
the wife now.
But we got footage of the girlfriend first.
The girlfriend first?
Who was first?
Royce.
She's the wife of the girlfriend.
The baby mama.
She's the baby mama. That's who we got footage of first.
It's a lot.
Hey, y'all. I'm Royce. I'm a little under the weather, but I'm going to get this out. So, this is my story about how my life changed beginning July 31st, 2004 to now. All because I had a baby by Superman. Part 1. July 31st, 2004, I was at the movies at Downtown Disney with 2 of my friends. When 3 male figures walk in, one looking to be about an inch away from being a midget, the other very skinny and he had a bad acne problem, and another one who is extremely tall. As they come over to the concession stand, we are greeted with, "Y'all in my book." Our response was, "What book?" He goes, "My yearbook." I then respond, "No. Sweetie, I'm grown." He goes, "No, my magic book. Y'all used to dance with the magic." Oh, yes. He's like, "I'm the rookie." "Oh, hey, That's how that went. Okay? And he was talking about, oh, y'all not dancing this year, that we left them with the Lion King. Like, it was a bunch of niceties and goofiness, and that was it. He still had braces. It was nothing. So we go to see The Notebook, and they go to see something that I used to think was Transformers, but it was something along those lines. I don't know. Maybe iRobot. I don't know. Anyway, about 10, 20 minutes into our movie, I go to the bathroom because I am now in a full-blown argument with my then boyfriend, who is breaking up with me because he is swearing that I'm at the movies with a dude. Obviously, I am not, but he was very insecure, and it was just an ongoing thing with us. So we broke up that day, and I was devastated because I got dumped. Anyway. Walk out the bathroom, and Superman is sitting there on the bench. And he goes, "No one should ever make you cry like that." Okay, thank you. And he's like, "Nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm young, but no man should ever make you feel like that." He had braces. So I'm like, again, thank you. And I go on about my business, and I go back to the movie. And I'm in the movie doing all of this, of course, on my little aim, my little sidekick. But by the end of the movie,
that's the longest story with no point that I've heard in a long time.
Yeah, she just rambling right
What was
now.
her point, though? What was she trying to get to, Coach?
I guess she was trying to get to how she met him. Then she was going to talk about all the stuff that he put her through. And then they had the baby together, and it was horrible. And she had to get out of it. And she tried to warn people about it. So and wasn't nobody listening.
So she tried to warn the new woman.
She tried to warn the new woman. Also, the one that was before her tried to warn them.
So it was a chain of warning.
Yeah, everybody. Right? Then nobody believe it.
And so this next video is video of the
new
of who?
The wife,
Amber,
the actual wife, Amber.
Okay, who he married?
They're currently married right now.
They're currently married right now. Okay.
And this wife hey, keep in mind that the wife. The last girl told the wife about it, and she was like, "You just jealous and you hating." Now here she go.
I try to tell everybody he needs some help, and ain't nobody would have fucking listened because he got the money. I kept saying whatever, y'all don't understand. I live with him. He needs some help, and this is it. This is what I'm fucking losing my fucking marriage to. This shit right here. I told everybody, y'all gotta help him. He is spiraling. I'm in here with him. I'm trying to love him through it. I was gonna run out the door. I was gonna leave him. But everybody told me, don't leave him. He's struggling. I stayed, but not this year. We got the police involved. CPS, you're lying on me. You making up alibis. You got our son, my stepson, lying. And thank God I recorded it. And he innocent in this, but you said just to protect yourself, you would take anybody out, including me, and I can't let you do it no more. I don't want to share the dirty secrets. I don't want to go out like how everybody else did this, man. But I gotta protect myself now. I'm uncomfortable. Now, I don't know what is gonna, I don't know. I'm uncomfortable. This man has the money.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I don't even know why we're doing this story, but
he said he had enough.
Who chose this story?
Kojak. But you guys, honestly, there's a lot of takeaways from this story. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a lot of takeaways.
Come on now.
Sometimes stop making red flags green flags. First of all, because there was a lot of red flags, and that can go back to the guest we had previously that was trending that women get or men get, but we always think we're the exception. It's not going to happen to us, or they just tripping.
Or you can change them.
Or we can change them. Yeah, ain't no nothing you got between your legs, tricks you got gonna change somebody that don't want to be changed. Also, if you listen to one of the cries that Amber had at the end, she said, a lot of people told me to stay. He just needs somebody to understand. You can't fix nobody. Okay? If Jesus can't fix him, you ain't gonna be able to fix him.
Bam.
If the therapist can't fix him, that's what he needs, is a therapist. Ain't no fixing you're gonna be able to do. You are not going to be able to love the mess or whatever out of somebody to have them change. Right? And then thirdly, y'all gotta be mindful when you come together. Go to your guy, uncle. When you come together, there's children involved in this. You leave children out of grown people business. Kids are being coerced. Is that how you say it? Coerced? Am I saying that right? Is that how you say it? Behind the scenes.
Yeah.
To lie. She allegedly
don't bring
saying
the
that.
kids in it.
Keep your kids at adult things.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of things. So ladies, sometimes, my husband been in other relationships. I don't think everything they be saying was a lie. You gotta take some of the good with the bad and mix it up. If they said about Parkinson, everything they said was true. Don't make them red flags, green flags. Okay,
right.
And so there are takeaways from this. So I feel sorry for her. I feel sorry for everybody else. It kind of reminds me of Michelle. What's her name? No, the good lady from here. What's her name? Michelle. No, her name Michelle, y'all. K. Michelle.
Yeah.
In Memphis, whatever. They thought she was lying about being abused, and they thought she was telling the truth, and she ended up learning the hard way. So
came out with the song "You Can't Raise a Man."
Yeah, you just can't. You can't love the mess out of folks. Some people just.
Somebody came out with the song.
Oh God.
Help me find my drawers.
Yep.
And no, he first time he heard it, he told me, now who's seen this? What song is this?
We sung that last night at Karaoke Thursday at the Hip Hop Lounge, 5721 Raleigh LaGrange, and it was a hit. Go to the Facebook and you get a chance to see.
Look, you got a special guest.
Yeah, we do. We did.
She ain't fooling with her god uncle.
Today.
She didn't take a nap at school.
That's all right, baby. I understand. I ain't taking a nap either. I feel the same way, sugar.
They had movie day.
Yep. Yeah. So okay, I don't know why we did this story.
I try to take some.
What about the child? That's what that's what I want to know. What happened with the child? You already talked about that.
Yeah, the kids were being coerced. Am I saying the right to lie?
Coerced.
How you say it?
Add a little H in there. Coerced. Okay,
whatever.
Where's
Anicia? Anicia, help me.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm saying like say this, say that, and do this and do that. Leave children out of it. They're innocent, and that just goes back to when you blend what?
Yeah, you're right.
When you blend families, you just got to factor all them things. You may want that man. You may want the families.
Yeah, you sound like the Western the cowboy
families.
When you blend families, right?
You got to factor those things. So I just it's sad.
And what also is sad about that is those babies, those children will grow up with that embedded and that dysfunction embedded. Right. And I just think that, man, if at all possible, children should have the greatest childhood of all, right?
Exactly.
Just be children, without being tied up in adult situations, right? Okay, I'm sick of that story, man. Kojak, that was trash.
Bam.
Right.
Next time they will listen to me, I had a good relationship
What was
story.
your good relationship story?
About how the dating of black men has declined pretty much. And there was a lady that went viral who covered what it's like to date black men now and how black women have to do extra things. And it had evidence and facts behind it.
Okay, well, maybe
that's what you want to do.
Maybe we'll do that next time. But
no, you have to learn how to listen to me. It's not black. It's Women's History Month, and you should learn. You should let the woman lead. You see?
Yeah, because this Dwight Howard story done made me feel
guilty.
He's a Hall of Famer. Come on, man. He's a Hall of Famer.
He was part of entertainment. He was trending this week. So Kojak, you did a great job with trending news.
Nephew, look it up. But speaking of something on a better note. UT and Vandy were playing, who
won?
In the top 32. Look up the University of Tennessee and Vanderbilt game, see what the score is, so we can give everybody an update on the score. It's an interstate rivalry in the tournament.
They scrapped.
Right? Hey, man. Hey, Kojak, speaking of the tournament, before we wrap this up, have you done your tournament brackets?
Not yet.
You haven't done it?
Not yet.
Another thing.
March Madness.
March Madness.
Okay.
Yeah, another thing that's trending, too, while he's looking up their score is that, they're kind of coming down on Penny Hardaway now because of how the University of Memphis did.
Yeah.
Right.
Tennessee, 75.
Vanderbilt.
Oh, Vandy won 75 what?
75 to 68.
So Vandy defeats University of Tennessee, who was one of the picks to get deeper into the tournament. That's huge, right?
But this is the SEC tournament.
Oh, this is the SEC tournament. Oh, this ain't the bracket. Okay. So Vandy, Vandy, SEC tournament. That's right. It's happening in Nashville as we speak. But all right, y'all. Hey, it's been fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got some information. Hope you learned something.
Yes.
A lot of information.
Yes,
a lot of good information. Make sure y'all hit Anicia Washington. Hey, get your child on the right path, man, early on, right?
Yeah.
But when so it's not too late. And you ain't playing super
A lot of folks be old school. I'm just gonna beat it out of them. I'm gonna beat. No, this is the whole
spirit in it.
You know, if I can go back, I did a lot of things different.
Oh man,
I did a lot of things different. That sister, she was powerful.
And it's not a label. You don't have to be shamed or anything. You're just giving the child the resources they need, and don't delay the resource. That's all for the resource they need.
Hey, we'll close it right there. You've been watching the Antonio Parkinson
Say
Project.
bye, Maddox. Say bye.
Mic drop.